Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Confessions. Everyone wants to confess, but not everyone wants to hear them. Today, I'm joined by two wonderful people. Returning guest, the wonderful Mish Wittrup. Welcome back.
Hello, friends.
I told you not to do this. We just had a big fight off pod. I told him to drink his water in the kitchen, which actually happened. Yeah. And then I said, do not interrupt me ever.
He's never done the podcast, but so far doing a real shit job of it.
I've really failed.
Am I not Mish?
It's really confusing for you right now. And the wonderful Ray O'Leary. Welcome.
Hey, thanks.
Sorry, is that me?
Sorry, I forgot the bit.
It's a really slow start to the podcast.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you, yeah. I've never had such a choppy-changey introduction. I've never said choppy-changey before, but I think that's fun. Now, Ray, welcome to the podcast. Now, you're a goddamn national treasure already in Australia. How does that feel? Does that feel great? International treasure.
No, we've adopted you for sure.
We have, absolutely. Just moved to Melbourne?
Yes. I live in Melbourne now. Yep. It's a lovely city.
Give out the address.
Yeah, give out the address. All right, guys. If you want to come around,
come over for a lovely cup of tea.
Yeah, that's right.
Anytime you want.
Anytime. I'm awake a lot.
Just always awake.
So you live here now?
I do live here, yeah.
Oh, we could hang out.
Yeah.
All the time, every day.
Yeah, we could, yeah, we could.
I could we could do that.
We could do that, yeah. Tom Ballard.
I'm busy. But anyway,
I'm always busy. Tom Ballard lives where I live, just around the corner. And I said to him the other day, I kept pressing it, being like, we could hang out. And he goes, yeah, we could hang out. I was like, but every day. And he's like, yeah, definitely. And I think people didn't know that we were friends because it took someone just kind of looking over, being a little bit concerned about his welfare. Just going, yeah, I don't know about every day, mate. But I mean, some days, every day. Let's do it every day.
That's great.
So you two can hang out every day. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. We'll hang out. Yeah.
Do you know what would be really cute?
Yeah.
Is if in 1 year time we're like best mates.
Yeah.
And we look back at this moment of you being a prick to me.
We've got a recording of it, yeah. The moment you two kind of became best friends.
I do know people who met on a podcast and now they're married. Which feels like
what?
Sort of. I mean, it's kind of cute in that like your first words ever to each other like recorded and
Yeah.
It also seems so grim. It's
really grim. We met on a podcast. Was it a really horny podcast? Like,
it was the horny podcast.
One of my favourites. Nice. Were they flirting right from the start? Can you hear it?
I think they were talking about the Divergent movie series, which I don't
know. Sexy.
Yeah, that gets me going.
It's a bit sexy.
Like I love coming on this podcast. I love doing my podcast. But nothing about it makes me horny.
No.
Nothing about having a podcast, maintaining it.
Yeah.
Like releasing episodes, coming on friends' podcasts. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I am like, there is nothing horny about it.
But you coming to my podcast having a really slow start. There's nothing that really gets you going.
I'm edging you all.
And of course today I do have a sexy confession. So Mish really likes the sexy confessions on the podcast. Okay. I do apologise ahead of time that it gets a little bit graphic in parts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So on this sort of podcast, you can imagine two people falling madly in love. Yeah. But who's to say if this is going to happen or not? Who's to say? Now, Mish Wittrup, you're doing a show this year.
Yeah.
Is that good? I mean, we're recording in December, but I've flipped
Merry Christmas.
This year. I'm choppy-changey again.
Yes, I'm doing Melbourne International Comedy Festival. My show is called Act Like I'm Not Here.
Yes.
And it's at the Butterfly Club. First half of the festival, 10 p.m. I got the sexy time slot.
It is
the naughty boy.
The
naughty boy time slot.
Naughty boy. You going to swear?
Well, yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
But like,
pretty cool.
This happened last year as well. I got offered a couple of time slots, one early.
This is a real peek behind the curtain. Yeah. Let's go through all your admin if we can.
So I got an email.
So you applied for
I was offered like a 6:30, and I was offered a 10 o'clock, and I chose 10 o'clock. And there was this like, are you sure that's what you want to do? And it's like, because that's like, that's quite late for a weekend.
Can
be. They sell well, but like that's a late slot.
Depends if you party.
What does that mean?
If you party, it's not late at all. You're just getting started.
Yeah,
that's me on a Wednesday.
Yeah, if you want to come around, 10 p.m. is fine.
10 p.m. is definitely fine.
I don't do necessarily like very sexy stand-up, but like I feel like...
In your opinion?
Like I need to get a tit out or like...
At some point, just halfway club, you said, was
to get
halfway through my show, one tit, singular tit.
That's huge.
For all of 5 seconds, enough to snap a photo.
That's great. Just one pic.
Yeah,
everyone gets one pic.
Yeah. So that's my show. Please come, and I'm doing Sydney Comedy Festival as well.
You written it?
Huh?
You written it?
Yeah.
Yeah. By now,
not even
when this comes out.
Not
when this comes out?
by the time this has come out, absolutely. Right now, currently at the time of this recording, nah.
Yeah. How was your Christmas, everyone?
Yeah, it was great.
It was
so
bitter.
Bitter.
Are you here for Christmas?
No, I go back. I'm going to go back to New Zealand. All my
that's
family
nice.
live. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
so much.
As best friends, thank you so much. Asking
Well, I
about
want
Christmas.
to know what your relationship's like with your family. It's obviously quite good. If
It's
you
a fraction.
just
How
moved
is
here.
it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Are they really proud of you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I
That's
think.
really
No, but it is. Are your parents not proud of you? How you feel? How do your parents feel about you?
I think they're proud. I
Yeah,
think they're
nice.
proud in a way. Yeah,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
No, they are. Well, yeah.
I think I'm.
You're going to get closer than this. You can't be so awkward about it. You've got to start talking about your family.
I feel like every dream of a parent is to be able to brag about their kids
Yep.
to another parent. And I think I'm very lucky that I do a job where I end up appearing on TV. So it's a very like clear thing where they can point to me doing
Yeah.
something to like rub in the face of other parents. Like,
They're bragging about it nonstop.
yeah.
Well, it's like I had to work a period of time last year at a sex shop.
Congrats.
And thank you. And I told my
Congratulations
mum about it, and I had a chat with her. And she was chill. She's a cool mum.
One of them
and
cool mums.
I think there was a part of that was like because she said to me, she's like, I'm really proud that you've made the choice to continue following your dreams, and because you're following your dreams, you have to work this shit job. But I'm proud that you're making those choices. I'm like, is this a really weird way of you saying that you're really happy I'm selling dildos?
It's a roundabout way of saying it,
I'm
but
like,
mad
are you-
respect
like-
to mum.
and-
She's a cool mum if she's saying that.
Nah, I don't think that she wanted. Sorry, I just kicked your plant.
It's
I
fake.
think
Don't worry
that
about it.
she
Kick it again.
It was just odd. I think that she was trying. At that point, she was really stretching the cool mum thing and being like, "I'm going to
Yeah,
be too
sure.
cool with this."
Yeah.
Too cool with
Yeah.
it. Sell more dildos if you can. If you can get it. What's your favourite?
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And New Year's was good? New Year's Eve?
I have no plans yet.
Well, it was just, it's already happened.
Oh my god!
We're talking in the
Yeah, we're
future.
talking in the
remember?
yeah, it's
You've got to stick to this.
I had some last minute plans and they were good.
Oh, wow.
They really came
well.
through. Yeah, went
they really
really
came
well.
through at the
that's
end.
right. I love the countdown.
The countdown.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, all my favorite numbers.
Yeah, all the people that said see you next year right
Yeah.
before the countdown.
Yeah.
And I
That's
love
good.
the 30 days after New Year's where you're crossing out the 3 and writing a 4 because you accidentally wrote 20.
Oh, yeah, that's the fun bit. That's the
Yeah.
fun bit. Yeah. All the gym memberships that suddenly happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. They make a goddamn fortune.
Oh,
They-
100%.
my God.
Absolutely.
Ray, you've got a show next year.
Yes, I do. Thank you very
What's it
much.
called? Thank you very much. What's it called? Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. I do have a show. My show is called Your Laughter is Just Making Me Stronger. It's
a great title.
It's a great title.
I'm touring all across Australia and New Zealand. Well, and by New Zealand, I mean 2 places. So, yeah, that's from Feb to May next year. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're going to Perth?
Yeah,
Perth Fringe World? Yep.
Yes, and then then I'm going to be in the UK for a bit with Melanie Bracewell, and so I don't know if you have any UK listeners, but we'll be there in Feb, March, and then Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Canberra. Am I going to Darwin? I forget. Anyway,
You can if you want.
Yeah, I can. Maybe
sure
I'll
you
just I'll
can.
visit. Is anyone listening from Darwin? Let me know where to
Have
go.
you been to Darwin before?
No, never.
Oh, this
Me
is fun.
neither.
Yeah,
What a tour.
I've only been to 3 places in Australia now, Sydney, Melbourne, and the very first place went to in Australia, and the only place I'd been to for a long, long time was Canberra.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, which
Why a long time in Canberra? Why'd you end up there?
No, it wasn't. I visited Canberra in like 2013, and then I never came back to Australia.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, that's
I
fair.
thought you meant you were there for like 3 years for some reason. Yeah.
And I never left.
And I
Never
never
left.
loved it.
Went for one night and stayed.
It enchanted me.
And how's it feel being a Melbourne person now? Are you loving it so far?
Yeah, it's a complete change in my personality. It's great. I've got a Mikey card.
Oh, wow,
You
okay.
guys get it. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
get it.
get
Yeah.
it. 100%.
My key to the city. Is
that what that is?
I think it is.
No, it's not.
It's not
I
spelled
think it is.
key.
No, it's not. But I feel like that was a tagline or something for a little bit. My key to the
I
city.
didn't know that.
I'm bringing it here. I'm bringing it back. I want to bring it back if I can.
Yeah.
If people can start calling it that, my key to the
Alright.
city. MYKI, my key to the city. It's confusing. It's more confusing than it should be.
Why Melbourne over Sydney?
Well, this is big.
Great question. I just
Over Canberra as well.
over
You love Canberra.
Yeah.
That's true.
What are you doing?
I had more friends here, and the work I was doing was
And your future best mate.
And my future best man. I was listening to
Who
a
won't talk about a
podcast.
family?
Don't talk about my family, but future best mate.
Future best mate. One day you'll find out.
Yeah.
She's She's an onion.
Yeah, our New Year's plans, they came together. It was great.
What a great
We
New
had a
Year's
really
Eve.
good time. We both shed a tear, but we ended happy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of chats.
Yeah. If people want to go and find your shows, how do they find you?
Live Nation or check out my social media.
Yep.
Do I plug that at the end?
Yeah, of course. I do plugs up top. I don't give a fuck.
There are no rules.
There are no rules on a podcast.
I might interrupt one of the confessions just to
You can.
At Ray O'Leary Comedy, just on all my social media handles. Yeah, you'll be able to find it.
You'll be able to find it. Do some research.
Come on, just Google something for once in your life.
What am I doing?
If I read out a URL now, would you really remember it? Type it in? Come on, just Google Ray O'Leary. You'll figure it out.
What about you, Mish?
Socials at Mish Wittrup.
Go and check out your new poster. You got that yet?
Sorry?
New poster?
Yeah.
New poster coming next year? Yep.
As of mid-January?
As of mid-January.
Oh, yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
Don't worry
As
about
of
it.
early December, and you've just reminded me that I need to
You
do it.
got to book that in. I'm just helping you out.
Yeah, I thought the blackface was very tasteful.
Thank you.
You did a good job with it this time. This time it's acceptable. Now, I've found some wonderful people on a wonderful website called reddit.com. Now, Ray, have you ever been on reddit.com before?
Yes, no, great website.
You have one of the great websites.
One of the great websites right up there.
It's better than 4chan.
Have you ever reddited yourself?
What, you mean like search for myself on Reddit? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes,
You have?
Yeah.
What does it say on there? Who's this fucking guy?
Is it some nice stuff? Have you got some good stuff on there?
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy thinking he
It's
is?
the most confusing. They've figured out my name, and then just go, who's this guy? Who is this guy?
It's just the same photo of you every time. Who's this guy? Does anyone know who this guy is?
Seen him around Melbourne. Not sure what's going on.
They've obviously Googled you to find an image of you. Well, confession 1 today comes from Max. Max confesses. Now, this seems boring at the start, this confession, but it really gets good after a little bit. So just stick with it. Remember that.
Yeah.
I threw away a customer's phone for leaving a huge mess.
Okay.
That's not boring.
Well, compared to what happens, it's a bit of fun. Yeah. Throwback to me being 19 at my first job working fast food. It sucked. Have you ever had a first job like this, Ray?
I used to work in a supermarket.
Me too. That was my first job.
Look at this bonding.
Yeah.
This is
Like
good.
best
This is nice.
friends too. What supermarket was it?
Well, it doesn't exist in Australia.
Okay.
Supermarkets do. We have supermarkets.
Oh, wait, is that what those are?
Is there different aisles with food in them?
Those
that we have the beer.
big warehouses full of pasta and ham.
The cultural differences are so different.
I have been foraging. I've been hunting and gathering.
I've been shooting minor birds.
I've been going down to Albert Lake. I've been shooting the swans.
Eating the swans every night.
This is oh my god!
Yeah, egg on your face.
Yeah, that's what you want. My weekend's opened up. This is
This is good. This is good. It sucked. I know I'm not saying anything revolutionary here, but God, it sucked. It was the busiest store in the district within the most sales, and I was in charge of the dinner and taking the orders for all the customers.
So the busiest fast food restaurant in the whole district.
Brag.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's
pretty big.
massive.
Yeah. Wasn't allowed to clean while there were orders to take, but I had to be sure that the dinner and the bathrooms were clean. Well, the dinner was clean. You just wash it under some hot water before you give it to people.
Let me just wipe down that lasagna.
Got some spray and
In
wipe.
your head, are they at La Puqueta?
I think so.
Yeah,
Let's
that's where
let's
they're
go
at
with
La
La Puqueta.
Puqueta.
Have you got La Puqueta in New Zealand?
Yes, I think we've got like 1 to 4.
Wow, this is huge. And the trash was taken out at the end of the day.
All right.
Good.
So I'll just tell you how it dips a bit. It gets a bit.
That feels just like
definitely
a-
dips.
This is like reading a Seek ad for a job at La Puqueta. You got to take
It's your
the trash
roles and
out.
responsibilities. So one day, this group of teens, like my age or maybe a bit younger, come in, kind of sat in the back out of view and proceeded to leave all their trash on the table, despite the trash can being only a few feet away, in addition to getting sauces, which is spelled Sawces.
Sauces.
They say sauces.
So they left the sauces.
Sauces.
Okay.
And chili all over the table. So sauces and chili. And chili spelt correct. So
Great.
hats off to them. Unfortunately for them, one of them left their phone on the table. So I did what any good employer would do. I cleared the table, throwing everything on it away. Later, the teen that couldn't find his phone came back and asked if I'd seen a phone. I just pushed him.
Did you say
Pushed him.
I pushed him.
Pushed him.
Okay. It's funny that the confession isn't I once bashed a customer at work.
Bashed a teen, maybe
for
my age.
asking me if I'd seen their phone.
I reckon if I was the customer, I'd be like, I reckon the guy who pushed me.
Yeah.
He seems a bit defensive for some reason.
I think that there's like an element of this, just real quick, about like these are teenagers, right,
Yeah.
that have left. I don't know about you, right? But when I was a teenager, I didn't know how to clean. Like, I didn't know how to look after myself.
No, I couldn't clean a lasagna for my life.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. No, but like I was just a stupid little idiot. And
Hey,
sure,
that's a good friend of mine you're talking about right
No,
now.
but I
And a
would've-
really good friend of Ray's.
that New Year's was unforgettable.
But like if I was down at La Porchetta or
And so you should be.
Let's say a Macca's and I left a Big Mac, whatever. I would hate myself for it. But stuff like if I worked there and I was like, that group of teens left wrappers.
And
it's like,
salsas.
those poor teenagers, they're just like discovering themselves.
Yeah.
They're learning about who they are.
Oh, yeah.
They're dealing with some shit. Like
Yeah.
100% of that group of 5, 4 out of 5 of them have cried within the last 24 hours over something.
They're not Tarzan encountering humans for the first time. They've been in a store before. What are you talking about?
I just think that we need to be a little bit nicer to teenagers.
You got them salsas?
Yeah.
But it sounds like to me that they've like, I'm imagining like just like fist down, smashing the like ketchup packets and like spraying sauce everywhere. Like,
Sauce.
Yeah, it was so sauce.
That's how we say it in Melbourne. Sauce.
Oh, I thought maybe
Thank
they
you so
just
much.
Thank you so much.
they were putting tomato sauce on something and they got a little on the table.
I don't know.
It sounds like a bit of a mess to me.
I think it might be a bit of a mess. I straight-faced told him no, and we stared at each other for a moment.
So push, then say
Push,
no.
then no, and then just stared at him. I get the feeling that the gears were turned and maybe he's remembered the mess they left and kind of 2 and 2 together. But regardless, after that little stare down, he walked out and I never saw him again.
Okay.
He put 2 and 2 together. He's like, I reckon this guy might not like me. The guy that
He's just
pushed me.
glaring at me.
I don't think this guy likes me very much.
My note to self. Very interesting. My boss told me he saw what I did. I told him he didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. I saw what you did. No, you didn't. Oh, I must be mistaken.
I don't think this guy likes me very much.
Back away slowly.
I told him no. I pushed him. I pushed my boss.
I said you didn't see
You
anything.
didn't see a goddamn thing.
If you know what's good for you, you would have said, goddamn.
He started giving me really bad shifts, like really bad shifts.
Oh, I know the ones.
You know the ones, the bad
The
shifts.
bad ones. It's like 4 till 10. 4
Yeah.
p.m. till
Oh,
10
yeah,
p.m.
yeah.
Shit shift.
Minimum hours as
Yeah.
well, I reckon.
Yeah.
He's you're going to get a break in there.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no break. Have your souls.
Yeah.
And I was over it, so I took a big shit on his desk.
Whoa.
Oh, my holy moly.
That same day, someone else quit and left in a huge fiery explosion. Probably just pushing people. Everyone decided it was them who did it, and no one to this day knows it was me who shit on the desk. I really want to tell someone or maybe say something to the boss. Apparently the reference was not so good for the person after that. So the person leaves. and
shat on a
Shat on the
desk.
desk, yeah. Now, wonderful people on Reddit.com like to leave little comments to help them along their way. So before you give your advice, Hank the Squatter 222 writes,
Sounds like someone who's shat on his
absolutely. This one,
Respect. Right, respect. Love that. 10 out of 10.
this one took a left turn. Didn't see that coming, but loved the journey.
Yeah, I'm
Great
with
review.
Hank.
Yep. Jay
Joseph
Hay.
Campbell over here.
Jay Hay writes, God, I hated this. Burn in hell, you demon. Bit
Right.
harsher from them. And Jelly Belly, another man with a problem. No offense, but here we go.
Yeah.
I've had
Feminist analysis.
Yeah.
I've had more than enough of this, and I won't stand for any more Reddit confessions today. Logging off, that's it.
Okay.
Logging
I
off,
won't,
that's
I
it.
won't stand for any more confessions.
Not today.
Yeah, someone shut down the website.
This
please.
one,
Might
like,
be a better day tomorrow.
this one, I don't believe is gendered.
Yeah, no.
I
Yeah,
think that,
yeah.
like, this personality type could most definitely exist in female.
Yeah.
Shitting on a desk is fucking gross.
It is gross.
That feels like a very masculine behavior.
Yeah,
It
that
does.
that
Yeah.
bit, as soon as I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
After complaining about other people not being clean and having to clean up after people, it's pretty bold to then just take a massive shit on your boss's desk.
I just think that, like, if you do something like that, you've got to be really confident, firstly, that there's no cameras, that no one's going to walk in.
Yes, of course.
But secondly, you have to be really confident that you have regular bowel movement and that your shit isn't going to be fucked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That you're very aware that you're dropping a log. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I don't like poo. I don't
You
like
don't
poo
like
talk.
poo.
I've
Never
told you
have.
this. I hate poo talk. But like, it takes a very particular kind of person to take a shit the idea of anyone seeing my shit makes me feel really uncomfortable.
Wow.
Yeah.
It'd be something you think they'd have to pre-plan, like they have to be eating a lot of fiber and a lot of
What a nice brown rice.
Question.
Bread.
Question. If you take a shit somewhere, I'd like you to picture yourselves taking a shit.
Yeah, okay.
I'm there.
Do you then zip up, put your pants up, whatever, flush and leave? Or do you flush, wait till you've seen that it's gone and leave?
I wait till I see it's gone.
Same.
Yeah, I'll wait till I see it's gone.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So it's not just me.
Yeah.
Great. I respect that.
Do you guys wipe or?
No time. No time.
Yeah. Gotta get rid of this.
Busy. Stressed. I'm sweating. I'm crying.
I always wait to make sure that it's gone, and never every time I go into a toilet and there's skerricks, as if someone's flushed but it didn't go. It's like flush twice.
Yeah.
Double flush.
That's why you're a girl boss.
I'm a girl boss.
What did you say? Skerricks?
Skerricks.
It's like little bits of.
Yes,
Oh,
that's a
oh.
word, isn't it?
Yeah,
Skerricks.
skerricks.
I've never heard the term before, but like,
It's an Australian thing.
Skerricks, mate. We say it everywhere.
Say it every day while you're hunting and gathering. Just had no time.
It's what our supermarkets are called. Just popping down to Skerricks.
Going down to Skerricks in the afternoon. Now, Ray, what do you do in a situation like this? Are you coming clean about this if there's someone out there that has this rumour about them that they just snapped and shit on a desk?
Oh no, this is something you take to your grave.
Yeah.
I would not tell. Surely you don't tell. If anything, you try to visit again and do it a second time.
Double down. Why not? I think that's fun.
You've done it once.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe you reach out to the other guy and tell them what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Like the other guy who got blamed
No,
for
because
their
then
fire.
they would definitely tell.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, they're not going to go,
100%.
awesome. I just want to let you know, nice.
I can't get a job at the moment, but that's sick.
Man, massive.
My references are fucked now because of that, but good on you.
And
Good for you.
It would take so long to figure out that's why you're not getting jobs right. Like
Yeah.
you'd be like, what's going on? Why am I-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the other two references are going to be great, but it only takes one person to be like, she shit on my dick. And then the other references don't seem to matter anymore. Yeah, she's great.
Always punctual, always shut up on time.
Shit on my desk. I don't want to talk about it.
Just trying to weigh these up.
I have somehow made it so that all of my references now, like for getting any form of job, are all friends. They're all legitimate, but I've just worked for a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
So I'm set. Like, honestly,
yeah, you're good.
my best friend was for a period of time my boss.
Oh.
And so
Almost.
Yeah. We were just employees.
Just employees at the time.
What wasn't
references-
appropriate, but now.
no matter what
Now
the
we're
job
friends.
is sick, because like I've worked for so many of my friends now
Yeah.
that I'm set.
You're sad.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Yeah, can't get a job though.
Yeah.
I've been applying. So
They're very honest.
over summer, no, like,
She has a lot of flaws.
No, it's really hard. I'll admit it. I don't care. No. My job ended, like my contracted job ended in November, and it doesn't pick up again until March. So I'm like, I need a couple of months of work. I've worked retail since I was like 3
years
like
old.
so young.
Well, was that in the switch?
Yes. Yes, it was. No, I've been working retail forever, so I could get a job.
Yeah.
I've been rejected for every job I've applied for. No interview. They're just like, we're not interested. Barbecues Galore doesn't want me. Barbecues galore. Baby Bunting doesn't want me. I can't get a job. Anyway.
You will. Don't worry about it. You will. We're here to tell you will.
Are they advertising for jobs?
Yeah. They are. They desperately want people. Barbecues Galore is looking. If you need a job, Barbecues
We've
Galore.
got too many barbecues, not enough staff.
We're going to move some pieces here, guys.
I'm just like, all I'm saying, Barbecues Galore, is
Yeah.
that if I...
Great plug for we are sponsored by Barbecues.
There's
Galore
something
today.
in me that wants to take them down now.
Yeah,
because
I wanna
it's
get
like,
'em.
I'm available all the time.
Fuck
I'm
Barbecues
available
Galore.
Monday to Sunday, mornings, arvos, evenings.
Yeah, all the time. You're always available.
That doesn't work for us. I'm so sorry.
We need someone with less availability than you.
You need to play hard to get with barbecues galore.
Yeah, we don't need that neediness sort of shit.
I have like 10 years experience.
You're crying.
You're free. You'll be like, You can hire her, fair warning. She'll spend a long time in the bathroom inspecting every element to make sure her fecal matter is completely gone.
You'll never walk in on a shit from her.
Yeah, she's tracking the drain pipes to make sure it's all gone.
I haven't expressed my frustration.
Well, you look like you're having a breakdown. Happy 2024.
From all of us here at Barbecue Galore, which does not include Mish.
But like, I'm sorry, this
What a
happened.
rejection letter from all of us above. We all collectively decided we don't want you here.
We asked around, and
It's a hard no from all of us.
I'm so sorry, I've lost it. This happened like a week ago, and I got the email that's like, we're sorry, we're not interested in interviewing you.
Not interested in even an interview.
They're not interested in me. And I just read it, and I was like, oh. And I just suppressed the feeling of how
It's all coming out now.
because, like, I'd be good
You'd
at
be
that
great.
job.
You'd actually be great at
What
it.
the fuck?
Ray, can you say it too, please?
I don't want to buy a barbecue right now, but I reckon you could.
So I can sell it to you.
Yeah, you can tell it to me. Would you be telling this person about the shit?
Nah.
Nah. All right, let's move on.
Stupid question, but what do Barbecues Galore sell?
Barbecues, outdoor furniture. I went on the
you
website.
researched?
Well, not real. After I got the rejection, I did because I'm like, what is it
You did
about
a
this
hate
place?
research.
Yeah, what is it about this place? So when I
What is
applied,
it about this fancy place?
they don't want me.
Too good for me.
10 years experience, like available all the time. Excellent references.
Yeah.
What the
Wow, we
fuck?
don't know about that. We don't know about the references. There's one person going, she's shit on my desk.
Oh, God. Anyway, I'll get over it now. But I didn't expect to have those kind of visceral feelings.
Let's move on to the next confession today. It comes from Mary. Mary, you like this one. Mary
Oh, good.
confesses.
Is this sexy?
Sexy one.
Fuck yeah.
I'm the one having more sex you could ever dream of. I'm the one.
Oh, that one.
I could dream of a lot of sex.
Yeah.
So, wow.
If I really put my mind to it.
Good on you, Mary.
That's right. I'm having so much sex that the back of your head would blow off if you knew the truth.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a lot of sex, I imagine. And all the while, I have a loving husband back at home.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
yeah.
twist.
Okay.
I don't care where I get daggered either.
Oh, daggered.
Daggered. It's nice. I made eye contact when I
Ow.
said that.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like she doesn't mind anywhere on her body when she hits it.
Yeah.
I will go wherever the dick is, and I don't care much for the repercussions.
Okay.
The repercussion.
The repercussions
The
of being
repercussion
daggered.
of that dick.
Straight to hospital. Why? Well, I'm a dirty, dirty woman, and there is not much you can do to stop
Okay,
me.
a man wrote this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This is a man who has
On
created
Reddit.
a woman in his head, gone on to Reddit and
Getting
been like, my
daggered.
name's Mary and I like to get fucked all the fucking time.
Don't take this away from me.
I need this.
Ray, your dream woman is fucked.
She's getting daggered.
Yeah, she's getting daggered.
Get this. I'm hot too.
This is
Definitely a man.
written by a man.
That part does sound pretty funny.
Get this. I'm hot too. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't expect that.
I'm gonna let myself enjoy this. Go
Yeah.
on, God.
Get this, I'm ugly.
Get this. I'm
Ugly.
fucked.
I'm like a 4 out of 10.
But week 4.
Yeah, week 4.
I'm a woman with a heavenly body and the rack from the gods themselves.
She sounds phenomenal.
She sounds hot.
She does sound really
She
hot,
does
to be
sound
fair.
really
No. My husband provides in many ways, but I think sexually we have both drifted apart. While he loves cuddles and a soft kiss at the end of the night, I love being railed and crying out the name of a different man. Oh, no, I'm just thinking of a man sitting and writing this
Yeah.
late at night with a whiskey. And he's just
Yeah.
thinking, this is awesome. So many people are going to jerk into this.
I would be willing to bet my life.
I want to see the picture of the man
this was
writing.
written. No, like, go on, please.
This is
great.
the new Pina Colada song.
We both have good jobs. Our kids have recently moved out of home, and I wanted to spice things up in a way you could not imagine.
Why does it matter that they both have good jobs?
I don't know. It's not
By the way,
we both work
By
at
the
Barbecues
way-
Galore.
no interview, but we got the job straight away. We had,
And that's what I did too. Not much more I can say about it. Recently, I had sex with someone who found out that he works with my husband.
oh,
Oh, yes, that's a real problem, isn't it now? That's what it says. Isn't it now? It's easy to read.
Does she be like the modern era? People are too woke these days.
You can't do anything anymore. Can't just go and fuck everybody.
The PC police
Won't let me fuck everybody. I could be found out any second. Any second, it could all come crushing down, and I'm going to have to start answering a lot of questions. The kinds of questions a woman like me. I love that's someone who's definitely a man.
Yeah, to be fair, not really. You at the worst, you'd have to tell your husband that you've cheated on him with this guy from work.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, okay, well, turns
also
out,
fucked
honey,
heaps of people.
my body is banging. My
Heavenly
titties
body.
are huge. I've been fucking every second, more than you could ever imagine. The
back of your head.
head's going to fucking blow off.
I can't answer the question. You will die.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but you will die. The kinds of question a woman like me does not like to answer.
I reckon she does.
Yeah.
I think she likes it. She likes talking about it a lot.
Yeah.
Now I'm worried. Do I need to tell my husband or should I play it safe? I've been on dating apps. I've met all natural at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I met people natural at the bar.
Yeah.
I pressed my lips against the naked cock of many men.
Oh, my Lord.
What's a regular skunk to do?
Skunk.
I think a bit skunk. But I like that they went with skunk.
No woman has ever referred to herself as a skank.
Who's this skunk? Who's this
skank?
Who's got two thumbs and a massive skank? You're looking at her. Right?
We're bringing it back. I'm claiming it
This
back.
is so
And skunk back.
funny.
You fucking skunk.
What a regular Pippi Le Pew like myself.
This was written.
I'm just a skunk looking for a man.
This was written by a guy. This is the. Do you know the kind of guy who wrote this? All right, so
Bit
the kind
sexy,
of guy who
bit
wrote
sexy.
this was a guy who somehow, no one knows how, but was lucky enough to lose his virginity, like in high school.
Hell
one
yeah.
before all his
Same.
friends, but then never had sex again. But
Yes.
was the first one in his
Same.
group to have sex.
Yeah.
And never had it again, but feel like this. And now he's just some big fucking loser. Who's
Big fucking loser.
Just sitting.
Do his
in-
friends still ask him about sex?
No, he just offers advice
Okay.
constantly. Constantly.
Just out of nowhere.
I
Yeah.
got a good job. I got
a good job.
Yeah, I got a good job, by the way.
Got a good job and I fuck.
So, yeah, I'm not even going to bother pretending that this was written by a
Wow.
hot skank named Mary.
Hot skunk.
Yeah, hot skunk named Mary.
You hot skunk.
But I loved it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. What about you, Ray? You believe in
Yeah,
this?
my advice is like things like going pretty well in your life. Just keep doing you.
Just be you.
You just keep doing the
You,
same.
and you sound so hot.
You're one of the real ones.
Yeah.
You're one of the real ones.
Yeah.
We love you. We respect
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Go off.
Go off,
Queen.
Mary.
But
Yeah.
why would her? So assuming this is real, why would the guy be like, oh, by the way, I just your marriage, I just ruined it. Like,
Yeah.
why would you go up to say that to someone in your office?
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think you'd be really quiet about it. I don't think that person's going to say anything, but I think it's up to her. I think she's thinking, as a hot skunk, I need to do
With a
something
good job.
with a very good job. Yeah.
But she also picks up at bars.
Au natural.
Oh, natural at the bar.
Natural. Yeah. She can pick up wherever she goes because she's so hot.
Yeah.
Which was explained a few paragraphs ago.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
this.
Great. Let's move on. Let's move
Yeah.
on. We solved that problem as well. Let's just don't say anything. Just keep living your best skunk life.
Yeah, we love it.
We absolutely love it. Well, the next confession that comes from Oliver. Oliver confesses, my dad doesn't know it, but all his vintage bottles of wine are filled with vinegar. He loves collecting old vintage wines.
Oh, you little bitch.
You little skunk.
Yeah.
You little skunk. I've always thought he was really silly for it. He had.
He's really silly to invest like this. Expensive
Spending
beverage.
so much money. What a silly
It was
Billy.
such a funny way to describe your dad. It's like, I got a silly dad.
A silly dad. Have you guys all got silly dads? He had a pretty big collection too.
Oh.
There was so much going on with his wine collection. It was a bit of joy for him in a probably pretty joyless life.
Whoa.
Pretty mean about his dad. A lot of shade to his dad.
Yeah, wow.
He worked a good job. Oh, here we go. Good job again.
Okay.
And had lots of friends, but I know that sometimes other things were lacking. I have no idea what Dad did outside of work apart from hang with us and collect these bottles of wine.
Oh, that does sound pretty much.
That's pretty depressing.
Hey, kids, what are you? Son, you and your friends hanging out.
Let's go skateboarding. As we got older, my friends and I, we would crack one of the wines each time they came over. Anytime Mum and Dad were away, we found a way to open a bottle of wine and reseal everything so no one would ever know. It was like getting away with murder. Honestly,
murder.
very similar. Very similar.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the most exciting things I've ever done.
Oh, you're as
Pretty
big a
sad.
loser as your dad.
You're both losers.
You're both a pack of losers. What a loser family. You guys need to hang out with Mary. She's cool and hot.
Mary is cool and hot. We tried all of these different wines over the years and then kind of got a bit of a taste for it. Anytime I go to a party or go to someone's house for dinner, I'd pick up a bottle of wine from mum and dad's house and take it over, making sure I took the bottle home with me once I'd resealed it and topped it up with vinegar. I like that it goes to someone's house and goes, don't throw out the bottle. Do not throw. I need that bottle
Why
back.
vinegar? Just top it up with cheap wine.
Anything. You could do it. Yeah, cheap wine.
And
would be-
anything
yeah,
that would
yeah.
just be like, oh, this actually doesn't taste very good. Wine people are
Not vinegar.
Are you a wine person?
No, not at all.
Yeah, those like you're a wine
wine
person.
person.
You
I
love
love
you love a wine. Like I don't get it. I was about to insult your kind.
It's okay. You don't need to do that,
Yeah.
but you can do that if you want.
No, I won't do it.
okay.
But I
Do
just
it.
Say
it's
it.
Do it.
Say it.
Say it.
Say what you want.
we have nothing in common.
That's true.
I've noticed that.
We have nothing in common.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just like I mean everyone has a hobby, but like I don't understand wine. I've never gotten it. I don't enjoy the taste.
Yeah. Tastes like vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tastes like vinegar. It tastes a lot like
But
vinegar.
like, I'm sorry if I had been there with you drinking this wine that your dad owned. I'd be like, get a $4 bottle from down at Aldi, which is a supermarket, by the way, in Melbourne,
Hold on.
Hold on, I got to write this down.
and fill it up because then at the very least he's drinking wine
Yeah.
and not vinegar. Because if I took I'd be like, this is vinegar. Someone replaced it.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
you are a bit of a wine connoisseur.
Hold on a second.
This is
vinegar.
It tastes really good with fish and chips. Pairs nicely with chips.
How good are chippies with vinegar?
Oh my God, some of the best. Now,
But wine, though, chips and wine.
chips and wine. I love chips and wine. I did this over 10 years and showed no signs of slowing down.
Listen, at some point, you got to start buying alcohol.
You could put big boy pants on
Yeah.
to really start buying
Yeah,
wine. The other night, Dad was talking about selling the collection. I think that's fun. They're downsizing and going to be moving soon. They're both getting on in life and they won't have a cellar in their new house. So they're poor.
Oh my
You guys poor?
God.
We all have cellars in our house. Now I'm freaking out. How can Dad sell these bottles of wine now and how can I get away with it? He said we would even crack a bottle this coming night because life's too short.
Life's too short.
Life's too short.
Oh,
I don't know if he's in the cellar typing this out on Reddit furiously. This coming night? I was thinking of going to get a half-decent bottle of wine and filling it up from there.
Oh, okay.
But how will I know which bottle he chooses? It's stressing me out. I started messaging the group chat and all I got was a lot of crying, laughing emojis and a few, good luck with that. Freaking out over here. So the group chat are
Love
nowhere
a
to be
good group
seen.
chat.
Yeah, they're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
What would you do, Ray, in a situation like this?
You want to find a vinegar buyer. You want to
Yeah.
someone
Yes.
who's looking to buy
A
exquisite
lot of
vinegars.
Yeah, in nice
that have been there
sealed
for 10
bottles.
years. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Aged well. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
Surely
Me or?
Yeah.
No, sorry, Ray, I interrupted you.
Surely the group chat owes him some wine. It sounds
Yes.
like he's been buying wine for all his friends.
Everybody
Yeah.
for years and really expensive wine as well. Yeah. So do you think there's any way forward with this? Can you tell Dad? Would you open up to Dad or would you start?
You have to tell Dad.
You have to tell
You
Dad.
have to tell Dad.
Yeah. Imagine the embarrassment when he sells it.
I'm a big supporter often on this podcast
Yes.
of if you've lied, just shut
Keep it.
the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this particular case, you're going to get caught.
You're going to get caught. It's going to happen.
And I would just be like, hey, Dad, when I was a kid, when I was young,
Yeah.
I drank all your wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was of age, don't worry.
We all did stupid shit when we were kids,
Of course.
you know?
Of course.
Yeah, and over a 10-year period.
I filled up
Yeah.
all these bottles of vinegar that my dad collected with wine for years.
There you go.
For years and years. He collected very expensive vinegar.
There you go.
Yeah, so you think you need to just have a chat with Dad. Say, Dad, I'm sorry, and I love you, Dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta love you, Dad.
Well, you don't have to force love. Like if you're not, if that,
You don't have to love your dad.
You don't have to love your dad, but I would tell him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would tell him. He's going to find out. I would tell him it's something you did when you were young and stupid.
Yeah.
I just think you're a fool for not thinking of that wine thing earlier. Buy cheap wine.
And that much wine as well. It sounds like he's
Yeah.
gone through the whole cellar, how many that is.
Yeah.
Imagine it's like 100 bottles of wine or something. It's so much
Sounds
wine.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, is your dad just never drinking any of these wines? Are they just
Yeah.
sitting down? See, that's what I mean by
Yeah.
wine people.
Yeah, it's kind of
You said a lot about wine people so far. That's very hurtful.
They're very specific kinds of people. I
That-
know you're a
that's
wine
my
boy.
magnum.
Are you saying,
that
okay,
tonight.
Sam, hypothetically.
That tonight by myself. Just,
Where did you get that from?
that's from Tony Martin.
Oh, Tony.
For 300 episodes of this podcast.
Tony
he gave me
Martin.
This. Isn't that
Oh,
nice?
wow.
Gave me this.
Congrats.
I think he wanted to drink it on the night, but I just kept it. Filled it with vinegar.
How long could you, like, Jen, you're a wine boy.
Yeah.
That giant bottle of wine,
To Magnum.
could you keep that for 10 years?
Could I keep it like just unopened for
Yeah.
10 years? Yeah. I'll keep
Because
it
I
for a long
have
time.
wine that I would, because
2020.
I don't drink, right?
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats on that. Do you drink?
Oh, yeah, all right.
Oh, how are you?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Actually, my dad's got a cellar. You just got to come around.
But I have like bottles of wine that were gifted to me for bits and pieces. I've never opened them. They're just sitting there.
Just sitting there.
Yeah.
How many year old we talking, these ones?
Got one that's about 15.
You got to fit in.
15.
Yeah.
I got one from my birth year.
Oh, wow.
58 years old.
You're 58.
Do you want them?
Today.
Dead set.
Oh, my God. It's your birthday? You didn't tell us?
Wait, it's not your birthday. Oh my God.
I'm also not 58 years old. But like 58. Today.
I just, 100% tell your dad.
Tell your dad.
But
Ray, you're saying the same thing?
Tell your dad. Do you guys remember when you first had wine? Or like, were you guys raised Catholic? Because I had communion wine.
Oh, no, I didn't have
remember
communion
being-
wine.
like,
Yeah.
Jesus' blood tastes like, it's awful.
Yeah. I remember having wine and just hating it. Like when I first had wine.
I think
Just being
that's,
like, ugh.
I don't drink.
I made that noise. Ugh.
I only drink at weddings, so I can't really say I don't drink because I drink at weddings. But
And every other
I-
day.
you're
Every
going
day that ends with wine.
I think I must
You're
have
going to a
had
wedding every week.
There's a lot of married people. Yeah.
3 weddings a week. No, I think I must have had a sip of my mum or dad's wine when I was a kid and been like, that's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just never, and then uni, like when we were disgusting and living in filth at university, we would mix like bagged wine
Oh, yeah.
with
Oh,
orange
gross.
juice and just scull it to get drunk.
Red wine with orange juice.
No, like bagged fruity Lexia.
Yeah,
with orange juice, and we would scull it, and that's how we. So that's what I remembered wine being like. So I
Refined
now,
palate.
now that I'm in my 30s, it's like wine still tastes to me the way it did when I was 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what I'm gonna do next year. I think I'm gonna do this. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand and go to Sam Neill's winery.
I know someone
Two
from
paddocks.
New Zealand, my best friend.
Yeah, that's
Best
right.
friend.
That's
Go
right.
to two paddocks.
That's where we spent New Year's.
Do you know Sam?
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah.
Me and
Do you know
Mr.
Anna Paquin?
Oh, Anna. God, we go way.
Do you know Jacinda Ardern?
Jacinda.
Do you know Pineapple Lumps?
Mr. Lumps.
Yeah.
Mr. Lumps.
Do you know?
Do you know the
Kiwi
whale from
birds?
Beach Dads?
Kiwi Bird? Yeah, the whale from Beach Dads. He's great.
Yeah.
He's a
What
good
about
friend.
Whale
He's
Rider?
great.
That's a really good
Whale
film.
Rider. I know most of
You know
them.
Taika Waititi?
Taika. I have actually met Taika.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely
Do you
person.
know
I
the,
imagine.
the Warriors from NRL?
The NRL.
Ever met Reece
Yeah.
Darby?
Yeah, yes, I actually. Yeah.
Do you like NRL?
It's rugby, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. No,
Do you like Reece
Do I
Darby?
look like I? Do I like Reece Darby?
Do you like Flight
Do
of the
you know
Conchords?
Melanie Bracewell?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
You can't talk about it.
What else
He's
is from New
legally.
Zealand?
I got a letter before he's legally.
Pavlova.
She's-
Do you
she's-
like Pavlova?
Pavlo. It's okay.
So someone being really patronising.
Yeah, do you know Farlap? Do you know
Just far lap. Ned Kelly, maybe.
Ned? Oh, yeah.
God, I love Ned.
Yeah,
God, we
Ned.
love Ned.
I'd like to have it
I've got a
stated
poster of
right
Ned on
now
everyone.
on this podcast.
Yeah.
I was doing a funny, and I'm sorry if anything I
Doing a
said
bit.
offended you.
No, it was quite racist. It was quite. I didn't want to say anything.
He got upset. It was
Yeah,
quite rude. Just so you know, we stopped recording for about 10 minutes while we all had a good chat.
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit this out. We're gonna have to,
Please don't edit it all out and just
Yeah.
leave that Ray thinks I'm racist.
Yeah.
Just one line from you that really, and then a long pause.
Just do you,
Anyway,
do you know pineapple lumps?
And then we just move on.
they edited it out, but she did a lot of accents, and I wasn't okay with it.
But it happened.
Yeah,
It
that
definitely
happened.
happened.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
So you're just thinking, tell the dad. You got to tell the dad in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Let's move on to the next confession. We're going to have a beautiful other father-son relationship story. Confession 4 comes from Paul. Paul confesses.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Thanks for writing in, Paul.
Do you have any friends named Paul?
I have an ex-uncle named Paul.
Oh, an ex-uncle.
Would you call him a friend? Not anymore.
He's probably a
Ex-friend.
really ex-uncle, very close friend of mine.
One of my favourite people in the world. I lied to get a bike from a church-held Easter egg hunt.
You lied to get a bike from a church.
Held Easter egg hunt.
Meanwhile, I was swiping all the eggs. I wasn't even them on the table.
You got that right. The church. What I do.
What?
What I do.
Oh, what I do.
What I do. What I
Okay.
do.
I have a very good job.
You're doing a very good job. When I was like 10, my dad took me to an Easter egg hunt at church, our local. Got to have a local church.
It'd be weird if he took you to another one.
Take him just for a treat.
We travelled cross country.
You could find it.
We went to just a random church.
Dad and I,
Didn't know
every
anyone.
Sunday, hour and 55 minutes,
We find a different one each week.
we would go attend a different church.
You could find eggs, but there were like 5 or 6 golden eggs that would allow you to win a bike if you found them. The Easter egg hunt started, and I really wanted that bike. I didn't find a golden egg, and when they announced all of them had been found, I was heartbroken.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I came out of the church and met up with my dad with tears streaming down my face because I didn't win. He started anytime I hear tears streaming down my face, I think of Macklemore's lyric, tears streaming down my face. He's like, you've loved girls since before pre-K. You know, the same love.
Same love. Yeah, that's how
Tripping.
When
I hear
natural.
tears streaming down your face, I think of me 15 minutes ago talking about barbecues galore.
All of that was edited out.
Oh, yeah.
Just you crying for 10 hours.
I really like Same Love by Macklemore. Before I heard it, I was deeply homophobic.
Yeah.
that
It
was
changed
the thing.
you.
That
Yeah.
Same. It's
Because you
all I
kept your
needed.
room straight.
It was all I needed because now I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it now. It makes sense.
My uncle was, and you kept your
My uncle was, and you kept your room straight. Tripping. He started acting really concerned and said,
when I heard tears stream down my face, I thought "Fix You" by Coldplay.
Even better, some would say, than tripping.
I think of
Same love.
Emma Thompson in Love Actually. That scene at the bed.
That beautiful scene at the
Listening
bed.
to Joni Mitchell.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Tripping, tears streaming down her face.
Both sides now.
Both sides now. Beautiful song. Do yourself a favour. If you haven't heard that song,
Check
play
out
it
Love
now.
Actually.
Check out Love Actually. You won't regret it.
Let's make a playlist, the three of us, with only has
For this
Macklemore
podcast?
and Joni Mitchell on it.
It's for any occasion, really. You can play that song.
That's true. It's perfect. There's a bit of a come down. Don't worry, Macklemore's coming right up.
What happened? Did someone hurt you? That's what the dad says. And that's when the idea popped into my head.
Oh, that's a grim thing because he's just come out of church.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the context isn't great.
Did someone hurt you?
Someone hurt you.
Dad punched the priest and we left.
I turned to my dad and told him that I found a golden egg, but a boy saw it and grabbed it and pushed me down and stole it.
Oh.
While I didn't expect to get a freaking bike, I did expect my dad to show me some extra attention and make me feel better. Maybe get McDonald's.
Oh, Macca's, yeah.
Macca's,
After church.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if you guys went to church regularly as kids, but that was our thing. We'd go to church and then we'd demand our parents.
Really, McDonald's?
Mackie
Not McDonald's,
breakfast.
but like
A bike.
like a
Every
bike
week.
every week.
Can we go to the bike shop? No.
Another one.
You've got 12 bikes.
No, Mackie's breakfast was such a childhood thing. I haven't had a Mackie's breakfast in adulthood at all.
I'll take you.
Oh, would you?
One day. There's one around the corner.
We got to go. They do all day breakfast, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ask Tom
But
Ballard to
not
go
when
every
we were
day.
kids. When we were, like, I don't know how old you are, Ray.
Thank you. 58.
Thank you. Thank
But
you. 58. We're all
Macca's
58.
only
That's my
became
birthday today.
brekkie at Macca's only became like 24 hours all day brekkie or whatever. Like in the last 5 years.
Yep.
When we were a kid, if you missed 10 o'clock, no more brekkie.
You're not getting brekkie.
Yeah. How good were the hotcakes?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the hotcakes.
Hotcakes are amazing.
Yeah.
I was very mistaken. He took my hand and went right up to the church group holding the event and told them how this boy took the egg that I found and hurt me in there and that it was ridiculous. Out of not wanting to cause a hassle at a church, the group quickly went and got the display bike that they had and gave it to me.
A display bike?
hold
Man,
on.
the church has so much money.
So much money.
Sounds like my house. You got a display.
You've got to display one of it, display everything. It's my display fridge. You don't touch that. After
There was a display bike?
display
That's
bike.
crazy. But were they giving away 5 bikes then?
They must have,
And then they
yeah.
had a 6 bike.
They really are. Like, I'm not a
Sitting there.
churchy kid. I wasn't a churchy kid. I'm not a church girl.
Oh, you got to get into it.
Yeah.
It's
But
great.
my God, they really are just swimming in the coins, aren't
Swimming
they?
in the coin. Yeah, they can afford it.
Yeah.
Afterwards, my dad was going through all the boys who won a bike and asking me if it was one of them.
Oh.
And all I could say was I didn't see their face. This is a bigger secret and I feel so guilty about it to this day. I'm sorry, Jesus. Can I come clean now? All right, so look, he's saying that he was 10 at the time. We don't know how old Paul is now, but let's say it's 58. Let's say it's 58. Let's say he's like, he's 25 years old.
Yeah.
Do you think you tell your dad after all that time?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to.
If you want to.
We all do stupid shit when you're a kid.
Yeah, I think it's a funny story, I think. Your dad's not going to care unless your dad like really roughed a kid. Do you think his dad hit one of the kids?
He could have, yeah. He just pushed him. Just pushed a kid. And shit on his dad's desk.
I once told, I would have been in year 6, so too old to be telling or confessing this, to be honest. But I once said that I got into a fight, like a fist fight, with a girl from like a different school. It never happened, but I thought it would make me look cool.
Yeah.
And
who are you telling? The principal?
So no, my group of friends.
Yeah, okay.
And
did they all think you were cool for saying it?
No, they were just like, oh my God, who was she? And like they were really concerned for my welfare.
And you put like ketchup all over your hands.
I kept that a secret for my whole life. And then at my 30th or something like that, I was like, I've been holding this in for so long and it actually never happened. And a friend of mine who I was friends with from grade 6 was like, I thought about that all the time. And I was like, sure, everyone knew you were lying.
That's so funny
knew
that
you were so full of shit and that there is no way that you punched somebody from the other school.
It's such a
And I was like,
lie.
just like everyone was talking about it. Everyone's like, why is Mish lying about having that fight?
It's so what a fun lie.
Yeah. But then apparently I didn't know, but at my school, everyone knew me as the girl who lied about punching someone.
And she's still talking about it. Any new girl that starts, you just walk right up to them and go, I hate a girl from the other school. I'm that girl. I did that.
Everyone's talking.
Everyone's talking about
it.
There's nothing more that people like than a pathological lie.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's actually pretty cool.
So what was this sequence of events? Was it that while you were a kid, you just saw another kid and you just went up and...
No, I think...
Just hit them down, yeah.
I don't remember the exact...
You kick it.
There was this group of... There was a girl...
I still call it kick it.
From what I can remember, we were in year 6, maybe year 5?
Yeah.
Like that, around there. And there was a girl who like started going out with my friend's boyfriend.
Wait, and you were 5 or 6?
Grade 5 or 6.
Oh,
so like probably 10.
Oh, okay.
10 to 12, somewhere in that region, right?
Yeah.
And we all hated her for doing it because she like came in and stole my friend's boyfriend. So we're all very young, private girls' school. We didn't understand anything, right?
Yeah.
And I saw her. I saw the girl, right? Because she like, I think she like lived, like her cousin was a neighbor or something. I saw her and I told my friends I saw her and I said, we got into an altercation and I punched her. And my friends were just like, oh, whoa, are you okay? Like, that's so full on and unnecessary. And I was just like, nah, whatever. It's pretty street.
I actually don't care
That's actually really street, you know?
I haven't thought about it again.
I don't even know why I brought
Whatever.
I'd do it
I don't
again.
know. I was an idiot. I was a loser and I know that. But then when I was about 30 years old, I like confessed it. And I was like, it never happened. I don't know why I lied about it. My friend told me that like everyone knew. I like left the room and everyone, all of my friends were like, that never happened. There's no way that
you sound so crazy. Like, yeah, we started talking and I punched him. And you're speaking to your friends. That is so cool. It's so cool that we're friends with someone who might just flip out and attack
at any point.
That's what my stupid, like, 11-year-old grade 5 brain thought that they would feel protected and that I was cool in the street and, like, whatever.
You got this friend who's prone to emotion.
But apparently I leave the room, and they all are just like, why is Mish lying?
Why is she lying about this?
Punching that girl.
That's so
it's
funny.
either a lie or telling the truth, in which case she's quite frightening.
So yeah, could lash out at any point.
Yeah.
So you think just come clean. Just come clean.
Yeah, I don't know
no point.
why I've just confessed.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun. Yeah, so you just go.
But you can't wait to be my best friend.
Yeah, I've got a wild card for the group, so that's great.
She could hit you at any point. You just don't know.
That's a cool thing about Mish. You never know.
You never know.
You actually never know. Well, we've got one
But
more.
she will hit you. She will.
She actually
but
will.
You just will never know. And just the littlest things will set her off.
But when I do it,
Yeah.
I do it in a cool way. like
a
those
very
cool
cool way.
people who punch.
Oh, we'll be talking about it.
We're all talking about it. We got a little quick confession. The final confession that comes from Susan. Susan confesses.
Hello, Susan.
My son's tooth fell out and I didn't have cash, so I took money from...
It's because Mish punched her.
I remember this bitch.
So I took money from his piggy bank to fund the tooth fairy.
Oh, that's fine.
Last night, my son took a bite out of an apple and his tooth fell out.
Oh, okay, now you've got bad parenting.
Bad parenting. His teeth are always just falling out. Yeah, he's like 19 years old. His teeth are always falling out. It was right before bed, and after searching the house in my pajamas, I realised we didn't have any cash laying around the house except in his piggy bank. So I took a few dollars out of my son's own money and placed it under his pillow. Of course, I replaced it at some point. I basically robbed Peter to pay Peter.
Oh.
Nice little word play.
Like,
That's
very
fine.
nice.
I have no issue with
Yeah,
it.
I think it's fine. Move on with your
It is
goddamn
your
life.
money.
It is your money.
You gave that
technically.
kid that money.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
he going to spend it on?
Yeah.
What's he going to spend it on? Apples? Do
I mean, if he's
wants more
losing his
teeth.
teeth, he's probably about 5 or 6.
you think?
Yeah.
Good kid?
Is that how old people are when they lose their teeth?
Yeah, they're baby teeth.
Oh, wow.
No. My nephew's 5 and he ain't lost no teeth.
He ain't lost no teeth. Say. He ain't lost no teeth.
He ain't lost no teeth.
You are straight.
Yeah,
You
thanks.
got to punch anyone. I ain't lost no
Thanks so
teeth.
much. Yeah, I don't know. No, that's fine.
There's absolutely,
fine.
there's absolutely zero issue.
You can't lock yourself up for that.
No.
And blame yourself for the rest
Kids
of
have
your
no
life.
concept of money either. You can put 50 cents under there. This kind
That's
of
true.
ridiculous, like you get $10 when you lose a tooth.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Grow up.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Has inflation hit the fairy tale?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
They were the first to hit.
Yeah, the first year. That bitch was cashing
It crumbled. It absolutely crumbled all around them.
Yeah.
Now, look, at the end of that, we've had some gorgeous confessions from some wonderful people. If you had to cast any of these as a major motion picture, which one springs out the most? You've got the final one, Susan, who rips off her son. You've got
Shit
Paul,
movie.
Paul, who
Short film.
pretended that someone hit him to get his golden egg. You've got Oliver, who fills his dad's bottles of wine up with vinegar. You've got Mary, who you wouldn't believe it, but that's a man writing that one.
I feel like that one is already written like it's meant to be a script.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
That's
And
a porn.
You've got Max, who threw away a phone and then shit on someone's desk.
Yes, true.
Which one was your favourite that you think would be good for casting?
I like the vinegar one.
You like the vinegar one?
I see that as like a midday thriller.
Yeah, that's fun.
Midday
Yeah.
thriller movie about like a sinister kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get Oliver and then you got the dad.
Yeah.
So who do you think would be playing these roles?
Timothy Chalamet.
Shamalalam. Or Shamalam.
Shamalam.
Shamalam. Okay, so he would be the son.
Timothy Chalamet.
Shamalay.
He's a lot cheaper to hire.
What's his last name? Timothy
Shamalay?
What is it?
Shamalay?
Shamu, the whale.
Shamu. Timothy Shamu.
And Shamu the whale.
Shamu the whale. Who would you want to be the dad? Do you think is the dad like he's a Richard Roxburgh type? I could see he's like,
Okay.
he's an Australian actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But you could have anyone. You could have Taker.
You want,
If you want him.
okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Now you're speaking right.
Now I get it.
Timothy Chalamet and Taker together at last.
It'll be Christopher Luxon, the current New Zealand Prime Minister.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Looking to act? Yeah, definitely.
What about the
Looking for
inventor
breakout
of
role.
pineapple lumps?
Oh, that's fun. If we could get
Yeah,
them.
that'd be great. The piece of number 8 wire. The inventor of the jet boat engine, I think, was that a New Zealand?
If we could get him.
Jean Batten, she was a pilot.
If we could get them to
Yeah.
play the role, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, they're wanting a breakout role.
I think that's a good idea.
One of Sir Edmund Hillary's living relatives. Maybe.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Cool.
That's nice. Okay, we got the
Yeah,
film.
we've got it.
We got the film.
We got it.
Yeah, we got it. Don't worry about it. We got it. Mish, how do people find you and every wonderful thing you do in 2024?
Or the socials at Mish Wittrup, please.
Please. And the show.
She will follow you back.
She will.
Or I'm going to punch you in the head.
You actually don't know. You're a goddamn wild card. Ray, what about you? How do people find you?
Yeah, all the major social media platforms are, Truth Social. I can't think
You're
of
on
it.
MySpace?
Yeah, LinkedIn, MySpace.
Yeah, X.
X, yep. X
Yep.
Threads. I'm very active.
Threads.
I'm the only one on Threads. I'm just dishing it out.
You're still there.
It's literally just you and
At the
Zach
bro-
Ruane. Like,
Yeah,
Zach hasn't given up on Threads.
Really?
No, he loves threads,
He
doesn't
loves
he? He
threads.
just types threads.
It's just
Sometimes, yeah.
Me and the brains just chilling out.
Great.
Just threads.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Ray.
at Ray O'Leary Comedy.
Oh, sorry, I didn't let you do that. I just cut you off and go, we don't have
You
time.
want to
I'm
move
so
quick
sorry.
here, right?
Thank you so much, Ray, for joining me on the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mish Wittrup.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Good night, Australia and New Zealand.
Hey.
Waving.
Po Maria.